Hello, everyone, and welcome to our third show, Linda. Third show. And it's an exciting topic we're going to talk about today. Also, a world with a lot of abuse in it. But we're going to be talking about why Queen for Courage is going to be rebuilding the new Hollywood and what that's all about. So, Linda, are you ready?
I am.
I think it's time. So, the new Hollywood, Linda, I cannot wait to really have or be involved with finding these stars that we've neglected to look at because that world of Hollywood was taken up by what we thought would be the stars. And actually, with all the news and information coming out, it kind of scares me because I didn't even watch scary movies that scary.
Yeah, it's really scary, especially today.
Yes. And being that the world of Hollywood has nothing to do with talent anymore, but who's in control and who's more corrupt and who has more control of the artist, knowing that most of the people there had to go through rituals, had to go through these couches that they had to sit on and be raped or abused. To me, it's mind blowing.
You know, you're absolutely right. I think about even the Weinstein's case where that Me Too, it's mind boggling. And now we're going further and deeper, uncovering all the secrets. It's time.
It's time, I think, also for the public, for people, general people, to get together with us, understand that we, the people, are the ones who rule our country. The government is there because we actually control them. To watch this happen, to listen to this happen, and pretend it's not happening will no longer be an excuse. The things that are coming out right now, with even these stars and government officials having not only been a part of it, but also creating a new life for their kids to be in that already includes it.
Yeah,
It's beyond demonic to me.
it's demonic, it's barbaric. It's something that you struggle to find the right words. There's no right word because it's bizarre, truly bizarre.
Insane, I would call it. What bothers me, Linda, is we're still creating concerts with these people. We are still buying tickets to their performances. I mean, personally, me not. I know you are
And
not.
personally, not me.
Yeah. But we're still holding them up as idols, knowing what they've done to their kids with their kids' testimonies, us hearing this.
I think a lot of the fans are just getting this information now that the police have released some of this information. I think the fans now that they see this, they will either understand that this is bizarre and I've been following something that's bizarre and maybe make a change. I'm hoping that it will.
I can't even, honestly, I can't even say bizarre about this from my mouth because it makes me sick. I make myself sick when I call this bizarre. This is so sick. And how can one have a child, have grandchildren, have nieces and nephews that they love, that they raise, that they watch grow, and contribute to something like this, already knowing that this is happening? Now, we're not going to go into the details of it because we don't know how much is true, how much is embellished. And as we find out, and we do have evidence that can be confirmed, we will start. But the sheer idea of you have a child that grows up in idolizing that because they have a talent and wanting to create something beautiful with that talent, to take something that demonic, that sick, and to put that child in that world is beyond me. That is a thought process I can't even handle.
Well, it's huge in that so many are involved. So many from our government, so many celebrities. The numbers are enormous.
Even royalty.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So why the new Hollywood? Because it's abuse. What we've been seeing for years in Hollywood is abuse. And because Queen for Courage is an organization against abuse, this is the first step to us working against it.
I'm gonna fight till the end. I'm gonna fight till the end. I'm gonna fight till the battle's done, till the setting sun, till the war is won. I'm gonna fight till the end.
So Linda, us having the resorts is also an escape for people that were actually exposed to this, for people that were watching this as they were trying to be the new stars, people that went away from that business because they were scared of what they were going to be made to do.
It's words can't express. Words just can't express. But the resorts, as you indicated, and I can bounce off of that, will be a good place for them to be safe.
Yeah, the uplifting place is uplifting point of this will be a world that's safe for you to grow and be inspired by people with talent, not people that will want to keep you in a place where they can control you, possess you, and put you through things no human being should be put through. When I think of what we go through with our victims now, victims of a domestic abuse and victims of child trafficking, which we're going to get into, the victims that I personally saved myself, to know the kind of trauma they go to, and this is a whole different level. This is a world of demonic, possessive, crazy, unreal.
Well, the burning of Hollywood was significant to purging.
Do you remember when I sent you the burning
I
sign of Hollywood?
did. I did. It was like it's on fire.
Yeah.
That devil is on fire.
Yeah.
Let's just clean it up.
Yeah. Let's give a chance to these kids, to these grown-ups, to these people with talent, because realistically, especially when going through your journey of the transition from victimhood to survivor mentality, I think music is half of what got me through it. I can't imagine myself not listening to music and not going through that, or going through it without music.
Well, yeah, the music is therapy.
Yeah.
It makes you feel good inside. It's a feeling that you get, euphoria. The music is certainly complementary to your healing.
So, yeah, I can't imagine that world where you go through recovery not having music. Me and Kenny Lee, the country song writer and producer and singer, he got me through with his songs. Now, a part of our new Hollywood is going to consist of people that come from that old Hollywood where there was nothing of that demonic, satanistic, and all that we see now.
Well, I have to say that as I was with you, I met Kenny Lee for the first time. And I was amazed at his music once I learned of who he was and his music. And I found it so therapeutic for me and so touching, heart-touching for me. So it does make you feel good And for those who can use it for healing, absolutely. So positive.
Absolutely. And we need people like him to teach these new kids, not new kids, but the kids of today. The music brings so much to our world in respect and confidence and loyalty and integrity. Uh, People that actually sang music that meant something.
And values, don't forget
Values,
that.
values, big on values.
Absolutely.
But you know what I love about Kenny? He never changed. And even the modern songs that he does nowadays, everything reflects everything that we grew up with those values.
Very patriotic, very, that deep voice really resonates. Yeah, make you want to think about what he's saying.
I know. It
Listen,
makes you feel
listen.
protected too.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's why I can't even imagine a world for a victim that's going through the transition of a mindset that's so corrupt with all that drama of being abused, not having that music to go to.
That new Hollywood is going to be so important, carrying
I
those
think so.
values, the integrity, and all that we can offer.
I think so. I couldn't agree more. Talking about Kenny reminds me of all the things that we hear now. Mel Gibson and all these other stars were talking about, and no one took him seriously. And the story I heard about the FBI agents killing themselves after seeing this evidence because they couldn't live with what they saw. I'm going to address all the stars that have been in Hollywood prior to this happening, and all the stars that have been in Hollywood knowing this was going to happen, and all the stars in Hollywood that it was happening to. Reach out to Courage to Talk. Be a part of that world where we help people recover. There are so many people that went through this and then left show business because they couldn't believe in it anymore. It makes me so sad because the world we're building now is, as we always say, courage is made up of safety, kindness, and prosperity. This is a world where you can prosper like a star. And that star, those stars were dimmed. Their light was dimmed when they saw what you had to do and go through to be in that world.
Well, Queen, you and I have had many talks. And one thing that I remember in one of our talks was that if you could reach 50 cents, because he stood out.
Oh my God.
You remember the talks?
Yeah. And I remember talking about that, having such respect for him because of that, when we didn't even know half of what we know now. And that's one of the people that were blamed as the bad guy because he didn't want to be a part of that world.
He did what was right. He did what was honorable. He defended those victims. And I applaud him.
And I think Mel Gibson was one of them too.
Absolutely. Yes,
I
he
can't
was.
even imagine how many people actually tried talking and were shut down. And again, the world that we do not want any part of. I think the best message to send to our viewers is reach out. Let's have real conversations about this. Let's bring the awareness to this problem. Not in a bad way, but in a positive way. Let's talk about what we're doing instead of what was done. Let's talk about how to fix things for the new Hollywood, have these stars join us in bringing up the new generation of stars by knowing what could have been done to them, but being the ones that protected them from that. Take your pain and turn it into power. Help us help people that were victimized by tragedies like this. Come out of that world and join the new Hollywood of tomorrow. Join the real stars.
It's a new day, and we've started a new way.
Absolutely. And so much needed. And that will help our society fix itself, because the kind of things we see nowadays, it was very hard to figure out where that stemmed from, which I believe a lot of it did stem from this. A lot of the music, they're saying now that it had demonic messages in it when you play it back, and it's just scary world to live in.
Oh, there.
I sneezed for that one.
You
You know,
okay?
yeah, my background is Russian, so when you sneeze, it means you're telling the truth.
God bless you.
Thank you. But yeah, when I just
Let's talk about those demonic messages in the music today. It's my understanding that there are some subliminal messages in that music.
yes,
The you know, they're talking about sodomy.
hmm
They're talking about just abuse of another human being, whether it's a male or female. That type of messaging is throughout the fans. They listen to it, and a lot of times
and sing along.
Absolutely, but a lot of times their behavior is much the same.
But that subliminal messaging is also, if you remember, I believe we were at your house, and we put on the Beyonce song at the Super Bowl. The words, the lyrics, everything, we were dumbfounded by it. It wasn't even rated properly. It should not have been PG, with a whole stadium of people sitting there. But it's so addicting that even though you hate it, I sat there singing it.
Yeah, it was the beat, the tune, the tune, all the words saying that subliminal message.
Yeah.
What was that message? What was that message?
That was the message, the snake.
Mm.
The snake in your whatever. And we know what they did with the baby oil and the snake
Yeah,
venom.
don't say it. Yeah, just keep it.
I'm not going to say
Okay.
it, but it scares me. So, Linda, I think you'll agree with me in inviting the world of Hollywood, the good part of Hollywood, come to Florida. Watch, join us, and become part of the good Hollywood. Everything that you grew up, you Hollywood folks grew up and wanted to join Hollywood for. And we're gonna literally at our events, I can't wait for these people to come. When Kenny came to our event, I mean, we've seen people that I didn't know that could cry, were literally sitting there drying their eyes. Those songs touch people in such a way where I couldn't even imagine.
Yeah, I got quite emotional too.
Yeah.
Again, it just was heartfelt. I enjoyed his music and how it made me feel. Again, that deep voice, it resonated.
So we'd like to ask you stars, you, to join us in making our world a safer,
A new day,